Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. It's time for the Cap Guy Show, starring the Cap Guy, and that's me. Had a record day to the post office this morning. My previous record was 24 shipments at one time. Now that was over an 8-day period when I was in Hawaii in October. I've taken 14, 15, 17 to the post office before in one day, but over the 3-day weekend I had 31 sales, and those all went to the post office, including 3 that shipped this morning or that sold this morning. And I've sold 2 more since then, so I've got 5 sales already today. Yesterday I ran the numbers at the end of the day, and these are those numbers. And I'll go into what I sold as well. My numbers for the last 3 days were 7 on Saturday, 11 I sold on Sunday, and 9 yesterday, for a total of 27 plus 3 this morning is 30. I did a total of $61.49 in cost of goods, and then I made in sales I did $535. So $61.49 into $535, and then after eBay fees, shipping, PayPal, everything, my profit was $387. So about $133 a day, almost $130 a day. There were a lot of smalls in this bunch, but I'll go ahead and show you some of the sales and what I did. I won't go over the ones that I showed you yesterday that sold yesterday until after my video. The first thing, and I missed this yesterday, I missed 2 of them yesterday in my video, and here's what they are. Operation Iraqi Freedom Kuwait t-shirt, sold for $11.50 plus shipping on top. That was from an offer. Thank you for your service. The next item I sold, and I've had this one since I think September. It's an Ariat women's kind of a puffer style jacket. I've had it for a while. I've had offers on it. I've sent offers, and I've had quite a few watchers on it. It's a Western style jacket. It's really cool for those that like Ariat, and Ariat jeans do well too. Don't find them much, but when I do, they garner pretty close to what Rock and Revival get. Anyway, it's a women's jacket, and kind of a gray puffer with the Ariat logo on it, zipper. It's a medium, and so I paid $6.76 for it back in September, and I sold it for $52.99 with shipping on top. That's a good flip. That's a good price. They don't necessarily go that high, and this one I've had higher than that, but I kept tweaking it, and I finally sent out an offer and sold it. One of the items I sold this morning, last night, I spent a lot of time going through a lot of CDs and DVDs I got from the bins where I paid 69 cents a pound. I didn't make much off this, but I'm trying to move the stuff because it's taking up space. This is a lot of 10 CDs, country music, Conway Twitty, George Jones, Garth Brooks, etc. Randy Travis, Freddie Fender, that's a classic. I had it at an opening bid of $8.30 with shipping, media mail, and he asked me if I'd take 7, and I did. So I ended up making about $3 or $4, but again, I won't be buying a lot of CDs unless they're rare. And same with movies. I've got a lot of movies, and my collection alone is over 1,500 of my personal movies. But when you get them for 69 cents a pound, it's hard not to pick them up. I'm working on this week getting those lotted and get them out of here. The next item is a Shriners hat. There's a thrift store here in Oklahoma that is a second chance for people that come out of prison, and the lady runs a really good ministry there for that. And she wanted a pretty good penny for this Shriner India Temple Kingpin's hat with a case, and I just didn't want to buy it because it didn't comp out very well. And I started at around $50, and it hadn't sold, and I've had it for probably a month and a half. Finally got it sold for $30 plus shipping on top, and our deal was I didn't want to buy it, so she said, just take it. I trust you. Give me $10 when you sell it. So that's what I'll do. So all in all, I made probably $15 off of it once it's said and done. And I didn't mind doing that. The next item I sold, and that also was this morning. I had 3 that sold this morning. This is another one. I sold a Rumbler motorcycle a couple weeks ago that I had found at the bins in a group of Hot Wheels, and these were in a little plastic bag. There was another one. They're 1971, and the other one sold for $80. This one wasn't quite as valuable, but he paid $28 plus shipping, so I've got 18 cents invested in that little Hot Wheel, so I will take that. And I did do some sourcing today at the local Goodwill and found a few things, and I'll go through those in a few minutes. This one, I'm changing my organization. I've got a lot of t-shirts, and I'm not going to be really buying a lot more of these anymore unless they're special or vintage. This is a United States Navy t-shirt, and I've had it for a little bit. I paid, excuse me, I'm getting sick. About 50 cents, and I sold it for $8.49 plus shipping. So again, nothing big. The next one is a clown costume. I found this in the bins. It's 2XL. It's a big costume, just the cloth, the silky part. And I've had that for a little while. I got it after I didn't sell it Halloween, and I got it right before Halloween, and I sold it for $14 plus shipping. The next item I sold, and you can tell by my listings, I'm all over the place with what I buy. Very diversified, but really you got to be, because if you're not diversified and you're selling one product, if that product slows down, unless it's just something that everybody wants, then you're not going to have a lot of sales. This is a vintage Golden Bee pajama top and bottom. It's a women's medium, and I had sold this to a lady once, and she got it and thought it was silk, and it wasn't, so she returned it, paid her money back, and I relisted it, and I've had it for probably 4 or 5 months. Sold for $21 plus shipping on top, and I paid $4.34 for it, so made a little bit on that. And the next item I sold, I've had this for a while too. I got this last summer, and it's a vintage, almost brand new. I mean, it doesn't look like it's been worn out in the bush, but it's a Bob Allen hunting jacket, shooting jacket type, medium, new without the tag. I paid about $4 or $5 for it, and I sold it for $18 plus shipping. He had sent me several messages on measurements, and I did all that and responded. And he purchased it, and like I said, it's a hunting shooting jacket, and it's in very good shape. It's hung on the back of my office door for probably 6-7 months, so I'm glad to get that out of here. The next item I sold is this Junk Food MTV t-shirt. It's not vintage. If it's vintage, it'd probably be $40 plus. But this is a remake, and it's kind of a cool logo on it, but it's MTV. And I'm trying to get it to load here. There it goes. There it is. Got that kind of leopard print on the front. And again, I got $10 plus shipping on it. I had all of less than $1 in it, so I'll take that. A lot of smalls this weekend. The Ariat jacket was probably my biggest sale as far as profit, but when you got $60 invested and you clear almost $400, that's a pretty good return on your money. And my next item, as soon as my this is a Prairie Mountain. I may have covered this yesterday, but if not, I'll recover it again real quick. Prairie Mountain, Pikes Peak, Colorado hoodie. I found it at the bins. Paid a couple bucks for it. Sold it for $12 plus shipping. I think I did. And then some Zumba shoes. I got 3 pair of those for $3 a piece. I think I covered that yesterday. Those were in the video yesterday. So, all in all, a very good weekend. Lot of sales. I'm working on, like I said, CD lots, getting those done, and I will show you quickly what I sold, or I'm sorry, what I bought this morning, and found some pretty cool stuff. I mean, again, I say I'm going to quit buying clothes, but I don't, and I still keep continuing to buy. So these are some pretty cool items. First one is a Ralph Lauren polo. And get the logo here. There it is. Polo Ralph Lauren, raised letters. That's a good one. And all these, the total for all this, when you see it at the end, is $50. A lot of hoodies are $7.37 or $5.35, and I don't like paying it, but when they got the brands on them, this is a really nice design. It's North Face, and only because of the design did I buy it. I wouldn't normally buy North Face for $7.37 because a lot of it flips for less than $20. The next one is a coat, and this is normally $11.31. But it has a small stain on it. I'm just trying to find it here. It's not real visible. It's right here. And I think I can wash that out. But this is Coogi brand. Coogi is Australian. And that stuff sells pretty well. It's a puffer type coat. And it's long. It's a long women's coat, as you can see. And I think I can get some pretty good money for that. She only charged me $7.37, so I bought it. The next item I found, and I don't normally buy Hilfiger. I've got plenty of Hilfiger shirts, but this is a nice windbreaker hoodie, and it's got the old logo on the arm, and I don't know if it's vintage 90s or not, but those sell really well, and we could get probably $30, $45 for them. This one I bought for a reason. Next month is St. Patrick's Day. It's a Roma soccer type athletic top. I mean, if you're Irish, you're going to want that. So I picked that up because I'm going to get that on there today and use the old Irish enticement to buy it and wear it on St. Patty's Day. And then the last hoodie that I got is another Hilfiger. This has got Hilfiger on the arm and on the chest. And again, you see Hilfiger Sport. It's a nice hoodie, so I think I can get at least $25 for that. So not a huge profit on any of them. Now the one I did, this is a Murano, but it's a Teflon heather suede Murano garment bag. And as you can see, originally it was $200. And wherever it was on sale, they dropped it to $50. But it sells for over $50 new, and this is new. It's still got the plastic here on it. Paid $7.07. So I should get $50 at least for this. It comes with a little brush and some. The tags are still on it, and it's going to be fun to ship, but customer's going to pay for that anyway. And but that's a nice little bag. I'm gonna list all that here in a few minutes, and then get busy going through my CDs and DVDs and getting those out of the way, and then I'll be good. So I appreciate everybody. If you got questions or comments, put them down below in the scroll down to the bottom and put them in. Please hit like, notification, and subscribe. I'm going to start sending out I keep forgetting to put these in the packages. I got some business cards that and some here's the other. I'll show you the thank you cards that I'm putting in. And thank you, Karen, for making these for me. Basically, and I got to put on my reading glasses. 20/20 vision, but I can't see up close. Thank you for all your purchase, or for your purchase. I appreciate all my customers. Come shop again. Please check out my YouTube channel, The Cap Guy. Like and subscribe, please. And don't forget to hit the notification button. That notifies you when the videos are new, so you can go watch it. And those are pretty cool. My only problem is I it's a habit forming, and you got to do things 21 times, create a habit. And it's taken me a little bit to remember to put them in each package because I ship a package really fast. I'm good at that, and I can turn a package in just a few seconds. So, ordered some supplies. I'm going to do some organization this weekend for the t-shirts and stuff, and I'm going to use one of the people on YouTube's suggestions that they do. They're a little more anal than I would be, but it's pretty organized, and I pretty much know where stuff is. But t-shirts, I have so many. When I go to look for them, I know they're sorted by colors, but just black t-shirts alone, I have 3 big totes of them. And I've tried to separate them by sports and music themes, and then just generic black t-shirts. And you still got to dig through, 50 of them to find one. So I'm going to number them, and I'm going to put them in bins and try to do it that way, keep them numerically ordered or arranged, and do it that way to make it a little bit easier. I had a real hard time finding that navy black t-shirt this morning, or last night. Finally gave up and found it this morning, but I didn't realize that I had a third black tote. I thought I only had 2, and finally realized I had a third one, and I found it in there. But when you get the inventory that I have, which is a lot, and actually I'll show you the room that all my inventory's in. I showed in one of the first videos, but it's been updated and organized a little bit better. And it's this is kind of the room. Again, here's the totes with all the t-shirts are in here, and they're described as red or whatever, and I'm going to individually bag each one, number them, and put them in totes. These are the hats that are not so much ball caps. These are the new ball caps I've just got. And then Western hats, fedoras, and women's church hats and things like that. And then all kinds of little handheld electronics and sports figures and things like that are over here with games and just all kinds of knick-knacky stuff. And then there's a tote over there that's just overflowing with handbags and leather attache cases and totes and purses and then hoodies, and there's a lot of miscellaneous knick-knack stuff here. Come over here, and I got the helmets on the back row shelf, and then all my dress shirts, Western shirts, convict outfits, and shoes. Those are up there at the top are bib overalls. Those are all Levi's. And then other men's jeans, all the Miss Me's. And then below are the miscellaneous jeans. And then we get into other dress shirts. And then we get into the polos and other straw hats. And then over here, we got shoes and cleats that I got from Ross and other places. All the shoes are listed. We're going to put those in boxes and number those. There's a bunch of sweaters. And then we come over to books and games and miscellaneous and some computer hardware, scanners and Kodak cameras and all that. And then my bedroom closet is full of jerseys. This one's full of coats and jackets and some more shoes and sports memorabilia and helmets. I mean, it's everywhere. And then I've got a bunch of shoes down here, and along with bobbleheads and things that I haven't even listed. And then over here is blue caps, black caps, and then under my bed I have boxes of different colored caps that I just pull out and dig for one, and they're pretty organized. And then down here is all the miscellaneous little smalls and some games, and I just keep adding to the room, and I've got all the shelving and everything, but I'm running out of room in here, and I don't want to put stuff in my garage. Keep the car in there, and I've got tools and my ride mower and all the things that you don't care about, but I don't want to get into where I can't move in my house, and I don't want it in rooms that I live in. So I know that's kind of a hard thing, and I don't want to rent a storage unit. The cost is just too prohibitive, and then you got to go chase it, and I just got to move some product. And I'll tell you, of the offers, of the 30 things I sold this weekend, at least 15 were offers. So I say it every day, offers is the way to go. Send the offers when they pop up, cut it $1 or $2 to $5 and move the stuff. Especially if it's been sitting a while. You know what your profit is pretty much if you're buying it and you can remember all that stuff. I have over 2,200 listings on eBay, and I still remember a lot of what I paid for it. I do keep a spreadsheet on Excel that gives me my profit after fees and everything. And the only thing that's wrong with it is it shows 10% of eBay keeping it, and now I'm a top seller, so it's only 8.7%. So it's a little bit skewed, but it's not much. So maybe $1 off of a $20 item or something or less. So all in all, good day, good weekend, and it was great weather. Grandkids were over for a birthday party, and we had a great time. Had about 21 people here, and it was really nice, and took a little break from this. And now I'm back at it this week, and hopefully I can fend off this cold and keep it going. But y'all have a great day, and please tune in again tomorrow.